Welcome to the Baby Acapulco family. You've just become part of a 3-decade-old staple in the Austin community, known for mouth-watering Tex-Mex, a cornucopia of delicious margarita options, and a fun atmosphere that everyone can enjoy. Thanks to the blood, sweat, and tears of owners Jerry and Helen Sanchez, Baby Acapulco has continued to thrive since the first location opened in 1981 and is growing bigger and better every day. We now boast 5 locations throughout Austin, each with its own unique story and rich history. This level of success could only be made possible with the dedication of a family of tremendous employees like yourself that exemplify our elevated standards geared toward providing the best possible guest experience for the citizens of Austin and beyond. Baby Acapulco restaurants are open 7 days a week. Our hours of operation are Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our corporate office hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. The corporate offices are closed on weekends and major holidays. If you need to contact the corporate office, you may call 512-776-0901 or fax 512-776-0999 and follow the prompts for the desired department. Here you will find such departments as marketing, accounting, operations, IT, and human resources and payroll. Our mission is to maximize the return on the investment that created Baby A's through relentless and thoughtful pursuit of total guest satisfaction. As a family dining establishment, our goal here at Baby A's is to provide a culture that is relaxing, safe, and inviting for all. The branding and image of Baby Acapulco restaurants is to continue to provide guests with quality service, food, and drinks at all times. This can only be achieved through our core values. Honesty, respect, integrity, and trust are everything. These are essential in developing strong relationships with colleagues and customers alike. Commitment to the continuous development and training of our staff. With the input of our customers and employees, we are constantly striving to better ourselves and to excel in all that we do. We achieve all these by functioning as a team. Utilizing this philosophy, our goal is to continue to grow and expand into other markets throughout Texas as well as the country. We have prided ourselves on consistency, attracting a very diverse customer base, from the business professional that comes in for a quick lunch to the college student who enjoys their evening with friends. We have enjoyed visitors from all around the world. We believe that what attracts great customers is having great staff. Whether this is their first job or have been with Baby A since day one, we employ people from all walks of life. We believe that our employees are our greatest asset and as such, take pride in ensuring their success through training and development. Over the last 3 decades, Baby A's has taken pride on being an original and bold innovator within the Tex-Mex food arena. With its fingerprint on the now world-famous Purple Rita, Austin's first colorful and tasty fruity Rita blends, a signature tortilla soup, enchiladas, and puffy tacos to die for, Baby A's has solidified itself as a unique and popular destination. Once frequented by the late Stevie Ray Vaughan, our family-friendly establishments continue to showcase and support Austin's finest musical talent on a weekly basis at some of our locations. As an Austin original, Baby A's continues to create delicious Tex-Mex recipes that keep people coming back for more. We strive to stay ahead of trends with new menu items that appeal to every type of craving. As a newly hired employee, we want to take this opportunity to help you become familiar with our company's policies, procedures, and expectations. A copy of your job description will be provided to you when you receive your new hire packet. Let's begin by addressing Baby A's codes of conduct. First, Baby A's will make all decisions based on what is best for our guests and employees. Second, Baby A's will treat all employees fairly, equally, and with dignity and respect. Employees of Baby A's will treat all customers, vendors, and other employees of Baby A's fairly, equally, and with dignity and respect. Employment with Baby A's is based on mutual consent and at-will status. This means that you, the employee, or us, the employer, may terminate the employment relationship with or without cause or notice. We believe that it is important to have standardized practices throughout the company. This helps to ensure that we are delivering service, food, and drinks exactly the same at all locations. For this reason, we would like all employees to wear the appropriate Baby A's uniform. Baby A's front-of-house employees in training will be required to wear all black uniforms. This will include a black t-shirt, pants, or shorts, black shoes. Once front-of-house employees have completed their training, they will be provided with the following: a name tag, apron, and one free Baby A's t-shirt. Newly trained front-of-house staff will be required to obtain a hot pad. Once employees complete their training, the following uniform will be required: a Baby A's shirt, and please be advised that we will provide you with your first shirt for free. Any additional shirt purchases will be the responsibility of the employee. Black pants or shorts. Shorts should not be shorter than your fingertips with your hands by your sides. Slip-resistant shoes. If you're unable to purchase these shoes prior to your first shift, we offer Shoes for Crews program that will allow you to obtain these through payroll deductions. Jewelry. Should an employee choose to wear jewelry, it must be done in a manner in which it does not present a safety hazard, condition to the employee as an infection, or be considered a distraction or offensive by our customers. All facial piercings should be removed prior to the start of your shift. Large earrings or plugs should also be removed prior to the start of your shift. Hair should be clean, neat, and worn in such a way as to avoid food contamination. Hair should not be worn that would be considered distracting or offensive to our guests. Facial hair should be kept to a minimum and should be neat and well trimmed. Tattoos. All tattoos should be covered as much as possible. Finally, it is important that employees maintain their personal hygiene. This is imperative to the health and safety of our guests and other employees. Employees must bathe and brush their teeth before reporting to work. All fingernails should be clipped and clean. We want our staff to also take pride in representing our amazing Texas teams. Therefore, on particular game days, employees are permitted to wear appropriate sports jerseys or t-shirts. No altered shirts are permitted, along with the proper pant or shorts. If you are uncertain if your desired attire is appropriate, please make sure to always verify with your management team beforehand. Any offensive or inappropriate garments and/or language will not be permitted, and employees will be sent home to change. It is important to note that this orientation video serves as an overview of our company's policies and procedures and is not intended to be a substitute for your employee handbook. All newly hired employees will receive an employee handbook. This is theirs to keep. This book includes useful information about Baby A's policies, employee benefits, wages, safety requirements, work rules, and more. If you have a question concerning the material in this handbook or any work-related question not covered in this handbook, we encourage you to consult your manager or the Human Resources Office. The Human Resources Manager is located at the corporate office. However, you are welcome to contact the HR department by calling 512-776-0904 or emailing to lisa.j@babyacapulco.com. The hours of operation for the corporate offices are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The corporate office is closed on weekends and major holidays. All requests for information and/or documentation are available by appointment only. Employees without appointments will not be seen. Baby A's utilizes Focus POS for our day-to-day operations in addition to timekeeping purposes. With Focus POS, employees will utilize their thumbprint to clock in and out. This information is then downloaded to our payroll processing company, ADP, who will generate payroll checks. In the event that you forget to clock in or out, please notify your manager right away. Employees are responsible for ensuring that their timesheets are accurate by printing out a CHIT receipt at the end of each shift. Employees should maintain these records until they have received their paychecks for that pay period. Be advised that employees may not clock in earlier than 15 minutes prior to the start of their shift. Any employee who is caught working overtime without management approval will be subject to disciplinary action up to and including termination. All employees of Baby A's are required to use Hot Schedules and Focus POS for scheduling and timekeeping purposes. Baby A's utilizes Hot Schedules, which is an application that employees can download directly to their mobile device or access through their personal computers. This program is designed to provide access to your weekly schedules at all times. You are able to drop or pick up shifts, provided that they are approved by management through this program. Employees' pay is calculated and processed on a biweekly basis. Paychecks will be delivered to your normal work facility every other Friday. All employees will be able to pick up their paychecks after 5 p.m. at their respective work locations. Checks will not be issued to any person other than the employee themselves or unless Baby A's receives a signed written consent from the employee to release their check to another party. That party must provide proof of identity in addition to signing off that they have received such payment. Any discrepancies in pay will be rectified by the pay period following notification of the error. Terminated employees who do not pick up their payroll checks on the day issued will have their checks sent back to the corporate office. Those checks will then be sent out for delivery to the employee's last known address via USPS. It is the employee's responsibility to ensure that they have accurate information on file at all times, as this could result in a delay in payment or receipt of tax notifications. Lost, stolen, or destroyed checks can be reissued at the employee's expense. A fee of $20 will be assessed by our financial institution to issue this stop payment. In the event that the check has been cashed by an unauthorized party, the employee will need to contact the proper authorities as Baby A's will not be held responsible for these types of incidents. Employees can learn more about timekeeping and paydays by reviewing the employee handbook. Additional pay earned through contests, bonuses, etc. will also be rectified by the pay period following notification. Baby A's expects all employees to conduct themselves in a professional manner during their employment. This includes practicing good attendance habits. When you do not report for work, someone has to fill in for you. If you need to be absent from work, approval is required before scheduling the time away from work. Lateness, absences, or failure to obtain approvals for paid or unpaid time off may result in disciplinary action up to and including termination. If you have a personal illness, personal emergency that could not have been anticipated, you're expected to call your management team as soon as possible, but at least one day before your scheduled start time. Sending a text message to your management team does not fulfill your responsibility to report. Additionally, informing a coworker does not fulfill your responsibility either. You must call and speak with the manager. Your manager will attempt to accommodate all reasonable requests for time off. Please note that absent employees who fail to call in or have their shift covered within 60 minutes after the start of their shift will be considered to have abandoned their job and may have voluntarily terminated their employment. This means that any day you do not show up for work and do not call or have a shift coverage replacement within 1 hour, you are in danger of being terminated from your job. We will take this into consideration and any mitigating circumstances before taking this action. Baby A's recognizes the following holidays: Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. We reserve the right to maintain one floating holiday, which will be determined each year based on company need. Baby A's recognizes the importance of taking time off for planned vacations, illnesses, and personal business. All employees that have completed 1 full year of employment and have worked on average 32 hours per week will be entitled to 1 week of paid time off. In accordance with the Affordable Care Act, Baby A's offers its full-time employees health insurance benefits. Baby A's will pay a portion of the health insurance premiums upon satisfaction of the eligibility requirements. The employee is responsible for the payment of the spouse and/or children premiums. Any terminating employee will also be eligible to continue their insurance benefits under COBRA regulations. Be advised that these individuals will be required to pay the entire premium for coverage up to 102% of the cost of the plan. Baby A's strives to provide a safe workplace for its employees and has a responsibility to the public to ensure that their safety and trust in the company are protected. Therefore, it is prohibited for any employee who reports to work to use, possess, manufacture, distribute, dispense, sell, or be under the influence of alcohol, inhalants, or illegal drugs. This includes the use of prescription medication that impairs the employee's ability to perform their job effectively and in a manner that is safe. Baby A's has developed a testing policy which requires drug and alcohol testing under the following circumstances. First, any employee who is injured on the job and receives medical treatment will be required to take a drug and alcohol test immediately as part of the medical treatment. Second, any employee who injures another employee shall be required to take a drug and alcohol screen test immediately after the incident. Third, any employee who is reasonably suspected to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol when reporting to work or while working will immediately be taken to the company's physician or local clinic for a drug and alcohol screening. Any employee that regularly reports to work under the influences of drugs and/or alcohol will be disciplined up to and including termination. The sale, possession, or distribution of any illicit drugs and/or alcohol on Baby A's property is strictly prohibited. Baby A's Restaurants maintains a smoke and tobacco-free facility for its employees. No smoking or other use of tobacco or similar products, including but not limited to cigarettes, electronic cigarettes or e-cigs, pipes, cigars, snuff, or chewing tobacco is permitted at any point during the workday while on company business or in any of the Baby A's premises, including parking areas. Employees of Baby A's are prohibited from using their cell phones while conducting business in the restaurants. Not only does this cause a cross-contamination issue when handling food, it becomes a safety hazard due to distraction. Any employee that violates this policy will be subject to disciplinary action up to and including termination. Baby A's Restaurants provides lockers for employees to secure their personal belongings while at work. We highly encourage employees to place and secure their belongings by providing their own locks. These locks should be removed by the end of each shift to allow for other staff members to utilize the lockers. Any locks that are left for more than 2 shifts will be removed at the employee's expense. Be advised that Baby A's is not responsible for any lost, damage, or stolen items. Baby A's is committed to providing all employees with a workplace free of unlawful harassment or discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, including harassment due to pregnancy, childbirth, or related medical conditions, national origin, age, disability, genetic information, veteran status, or any other protected status. It is our policy to maintain a work environment free from all forms of unlawful harassment or discrimination and to insist that all employees be treated with dignity, respect, and courtesy. If you believe that you've been subjected to any form of harassment or discrimination, you're to report this matter immediately to the management staff or human resources departments. Employees are highly discouraged from making derogatory comments about any guest while on the floor. If an employee has an issue, they are to discuss it with the management staff in private. Any comments made of a discriminatory nature will not be tolerated and subject to disciplinary action up to and including termination. Baby A's Restaurants will make every effort to provide working conditions that are as healthy and safe as possible, and employees are expected to be equally conscientious about workplace safety, including proper working methods, reporting potential work hazards, and abating known hazards. Unsafe working conditions in any work area that might result in an accident should be reported immediately to the management team. All employees should report any work-related injury right away, regardless of how slight. In the event of a fire, extreme weather, or other disaster, employees are required to know where all emergency exits are located and to utilize those exits in a calm and orderly manner. Under no circumstances is an employee to retrieve personal items such as phones, purses, jackets, when an alarm sounds to evacuate. Maps detailing exits, emergency equipment, and alarms are posted throughout each location. Upon evacuation, employees are to meet at their gathering station so that management can account for all who is present. Under no circumstances should any employee re-enter the facility until they have received an all clear by emergency responders. Any employee that does sustain a work-related injury will be sent to the company's medical physician and/or local clinic for treatment. Employees who receive treatment for work-related injuries will be responsible for ensuring that they maintain all appointments and work restrictions until they have been released back to regular duty. Employees whose injury prevents them from returning to their regular positions will be referred to our workers' compensation carrier. All employees of Baby A's will be required to complete a food handler safety training course. Employees will be expected to maintain current status of their certifications while employed at Baby A's. Education of the Food Handlers Program provides for more qualified employees, thereby reducing the risk of foodborne illness outbreaks caused by improper food preparation and handling techniques. It is the employee's responsibility to notify the management staff when a guest identifies that they have a food allergy. All employees are to observe proper hand washing and sanitation practices while on duty. It is Baby A's policy that no minor or intoxicated person shall be served. Employees who willfully violate this policy will be terminated immediately. All employees serving alcohol must be TABC certified prior to and during the course of employment with Baby A's. Employees must card anyone ordering alcoholic beverages that appear to be younger than 30 years of age. Baby A's provides ID readers to help employees determine the validity of identification being presented. Many of our margaritas are stronger in alcohol content than the average margarita. Because we are concerned about the health and safety of our neighbors and community, we reserve the right to limit or refuse alcohol service. Baby A's has strict serving limits on all alcoholic beverages. We have developed a point system that will help employees to determine when to discontinue service to avoid over-serving. As an alcohol server, you should know that laws and regulations concerning the serving and consumption of alcohol within licensed premises. In the event that a guest is unhappy about our products or services, all front-of-house employees should immediately notify their management teams. On occasion, employees may encounter a customer who is being disruptive, threatening, or violent. In the event that this takes place, employees should follow these guidelines. First, if the customer appears to be disruptive but not threatening or violent, the employee should remain calm, ask questions to determine a solution, offer an apology, and follow through with the solution. If the solution was ineffective and the customer continues to be disruptive, the employee should immediately notify the management team. In the event that a customer attempts to walk a check, the employee should never attempt to chase after the individual. The employee should remain within the business doors, notify the management team right away, and if safe to do so, attempt to collect the individual's automobile information, such as license plate number, make, model, and color. This information should be reported to the proper authorities. You can find additional information of proper techniques for managing disruptive, threatening, or violent behavior within the employee handbook. Employees of Baby A's should always take extra precautions when leaving the worksite after closing. If you are scheduled to work an evening shift, here are some steps to follow to ensure your safety from exiting the building. First, use the buddy system when leaving the restaurant after the end of your shift. Always make sure to have someone with you when you leave the building. Next, be sure to secure all personal belongings either in your vehicle or in a company-provided locker. Remember to lock, take, and hide your belongings. Third, do not bring super valuable items with you. Fourth, do not wear your apron outside of the restaurant. Be sure to cover your uniform as well. Fifth, report any suspicious activity immediately. Sixth, do not follow any customer outside of the restaurant or engage anyone who appears to be threatening. And finally, be sure to use proper lockup procedures when closing the restaurant. Ensure that all doors have been secured, arm the alarm system, and ensure that someone accompanies you for your safety purposes. Most employees will go through 4 days of training. At the end of each shift, a quiz will be provided to determine how quickly the employee learns and retains the information they've been instructed on for that day. Remember, the quicker you master the training, the sooner you'll be out on the floor. It is important that employees attend all days of training. This training period is not only an opportunity for us to evaluate you, the employee, but it also provides the employee an opportunity to evaluate us. We welcome suggestions about previous work experiences, but please keep in mind that not all companies operate the same. Now that you have watched this short orientation video, please be sure to review the Employee Handbook, which outlines our rules and store policies. Your management team sets the bar very high, but as long as we all work as a team and actively push ourselves to be the very best, there is nothing to worry about. If every day you bring a fantastic work ethic and a willingness to cooperate with your peers, we will be proud to call you a member of the Baby A's family.